Hello, Professor. This is Julia Schneider. I am in Survey of Calculus 130, and I'm about to start recording, or I am recording, sorry, my second video correction. So this is from test number 1, and this regards and addresses the learning target D1, which states I can accurately conceptualize the derivative beyond describing how to calculate it. And here are my answers that I redid. I just kind of retook all of the parts that I didn't do so hot on to grasp a deep understanding. So after some studying, these were pretty simple mistakes that I made, so I grasped them, pretty much right away. But these are my new answers, and this is my old test. With little notes to myself that I wrote when I first got it back. And so yeah, let's get into it. So question number 7 says this: consider the following situation. The temperature of a person during an illness is given by T of T equals 6T over T squared plus 3 plus 98.6, where T is the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit at time T in hours. So the first part of the question, part A, says, what does T prime of T mean in general? You do not need to calculate the derivative. Be sure to explain the units. So in general, T of T, generally speaking, is the instantaneous rate of change in temperature of a person per hour. And the unit is degrees Fahrenheit per hour at a specific given time. And then I say again, the unit is degrees Fahrenheit per hour. And yes, so we're looking at the rate at which the temperature is changing in that exact given moment. What was wrong with my answer here? I didn't say per hour, which is it's a crazy mistake to make on my part. But yeah, it is the rate of change, not just general change. I said is the change in temperature of a person in degrees Fahrenheit at a specific instantaneous hour. I did not fully grasp what this word meant because the sentence doesn't really make a ton of sense. But yeah, so what I had to add is, the units of measurement. So the fact that it was, the fact that it's at a specific given time, the fact that it is a rate of change and not just the general change. And I just needed to understand it a bit deeper, which I do now. So let's get into the second question. B, what does T prime of 3 equals 0.25 mean in this context? I don't know really what I did here. There you go. I said at hour 3, or the third hour, this person's temperature is decreasing by 0.25 degrees Fahrenheit. Per hour? That's just a note I wrote to myself. What I needed to say, there's a few things wrong with this. Number 1, decreasing by. So I should have said is decreasing at a rate of this per hour. So revised, I said this. At hour 3, this person's temperature is decreasing. Oh, I still didn't say at a rate of. Hold on one sec. At a rate of 0.25 degrees Fahrenheit, or by negative 1/4 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I go on to explain this a bit more here, but if T prime of T were positive, so if this was 0.25 with no negative, making it a positive number, that would mean that this person's fever would be going up, so getting worse, since it would be increasing at a rate of 0.25 degrees Fahrenheit per hour. But since T prime of 3, and T prime of T equals 0.25 equals negative 0.25, so it's a negative number. The person's fever is decreasing, going down, so the person's getting better. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing these practice problems. For some reason, I really enjoy rate of change stuff. So I found this one super fun to work on and learn more about. And yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video.